Why Mark Zuckerberg says not ban Chinese AI in America. For months, Washington has treated artificial intelligence not as a business, but as a weapon of national defense. Intelligence agencies warn that Beijing is closing the gap. Lawmakers are drafting bans, sanctions, and firewall laws designed to do one simple thing: shut Chinese AI models out of America entirely. Except, in a series of earth-shattering interviews, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg did the unthinkable. He stood up, looked the US government in the eye, and said, "Stop. Banning Chinese AI from the United States is not an effective solution." In fact, he argued, doing so could actually destroy American technological dominance. Why would Mark Zuckerberg, a man whose entire fortune relies on American digital supremacy, defend the AI models coming straight out of China? Is he playing a dangerous game of geopolitical chess? Or is there a darker war happening inside Silicon Valley that no one is talking about? To understand why Zuckerberg is breaking ranks, you first have to understand what just happened in China. For years, the American narrative was simple. Western labs like OpenAI and Google were years ahead of everyone else. We had the best chips, the most capital, and the smartest researchers. China was trapped behind US export bans, struggling to get access to NVIDIA hardware. Then came 2026. A wave of open-weight models from Chinese AI labs, like Moonshot's Kimi K3, didn't just catch up, they shocked Silicon Valley. These Chinese models matched top-tier US performance at a fraction of the cost, and more importantly, they gave the code away for free. Suddenly, American startups were ignoring expensive US subscriptions and building their products on Chinese open-source architectures. Washington panicked. Congressional committees began pushing for blanket bans on importing foreign open-weight AI code. To hawkish lawmakers, banning Chinese AI is a no-brainer national security move. But Zuckerberg sees something else entirely: a giant trap. When Mark Zuckerberg warns against banning Chinese AI, he isn't being generous to Beijing. He's firing a direct shot across the bow at his real rivals, OpenAI and Anthropic. Zuckerberg publicly accused closed-source American AI labs of engaging in a classic corporate play: regulatory capture. Here's how the play works. If you are OpenAI or Anthropic, you spend billions of dollars building massive, proprietary, closed-source models like GPT-5. Your biggest threat isn't just China, it's anyone giving away powerful AI models for free. So you go to Washington. You whisper into the ears of senators about how AI is dangerous, how open-source models are a security risk, and how foreign code must be outlawed. If Washington listens and bans foreign open-source AI while heavily regulating domestic models, a handful of American companies suddenly get a government-backed monopoly. They get to lock down the future of technology, control the prices, and pull up the ladder behind them. Zuckerberg's argument is brutal. If the US outlaws Chinese open models, it gives closed-source monopolies the perfect excuse to shut down all open-source AI. If Washington locks down the code, Meta loses. But if the ecosystem stays open, Meta wins. Beyond the corporate knife fight, Zuckerberg is making a deeply practical point about software engineering. You cannot ban math. Open-weight AI models are not like contraband hardware. They are digital weight files sitting on thousands of servers worldwide. Trying to ban a digital model from crossing a border is like trying to stop someone from downloading a JPEG. It doesn't stop bad actors. It only stops law-abiding American companies from studying it. Even worse, Zuckerberg points out a massive cybersecurity risk. If Chinese developers release hyper-advanced AI tools to the world, and American developers are banned from touching them, who falls behind? America. When system vulnerabilities happen, open-source AI allows engineers to instantly inspect code, spot flaws, and patch security breaches in real time. Shutting American developers off from foreign models doesn't make US infrastructure safer. It blinds them to what the rest of the world is using. In Zuckerberg's words, the way to beat China isn't to build a digital wall around America. It's to fix domestic bottlenecks, unleash raw innovation, and outbuild them in the open market. This fight isn't just about silicon chips, trade policy, or tech earnings reports. It's a philosophical fork in the road for human technology. On one side, you have the centralizers. They believe superintelligent AI is too dangerous to be freely available. In their vision, AI should be locked inside high-security data centers, controlled by a few elite American corporations and vetted by federal regulators. On the other side, you have the distributors, led by Meta, NVIDIA, Elon Musk, and open-source advocates worldwide. They believe superintelligence must belong to everyone. In their vision, attempting to hoard power in a few corporate vaults will only breed stagnation and guarantee that foreign competitors out-innovate us in the dark. Mark Zuckerberg isn't defending China. He's defending an open ecosystem where Meta can continue to compete, adapt, and lead. Because in the high-stakes game of global technology, history reveals one consistent truth. You don't win a race by trying to trip your rival. You win by running faster. And if Washington picks the wrong side of this fight, America might just realize, too late, that the wall it built to keep the competition out only succeeded in locking itself in.